Hello everyone, this is grade 6, module 4, lesson 26 problem set. And we're going to be solving some equations here using either tape diagrams or below with algebraically, finding the solution, which again, the solution is any and all values for variables to satisfy the equation or to make the equation true. So let's start in with number 2. Find the solution of the equation below algebraically, meaning with just using our numbers. And I'm going to show two different forms for this one. And I'll bring it up here. And I see I have n plus 14 equals 25. Two different ways that I can solve this algebraically. I can show it vertically or I can show it horizontally. What I mean by vertically or horizontally is I see that I want to get this variable by itself. I want to isolate the variable. And a way to do that is if I'm adding 14, I can subtract 14, because if I add 14 and then subtract 14, I'm still going to get my variable by itself. Meaning n plus 14 minus 14 will get me n. And whatever I do to one side, I have to do it to the other side of the equation to keep the equation equal. So I'll subtract that and I'll get 11, and n equals 11. So I could show my check. So 11 plus 14 equals 25, and then I know when I add 11 and 14 I'll get 25. So there's my check for it. The other way to show this, n plus 14 minus 14 equals 25 minus 14. You'll see instead of doing it vertically with my minus 14s or my subtraction of 14, I'm doing it right in the problem to show that when I add 14 and then immediately subtract 14, I'm going to get n. And then I have my problem right here that I have to solve, my expression of 25 minus 14 to get 11. So either way is good for algebraically. Let's take a look at 3 because there's a tape diagram involved, and I want to show one with the tape diagram. So find the solution of the equation below using a tape diagram. Check your answer. So I'm going to show a check very similar to what I did up above. But I see I have p plus 8. So I'm going to draw a box to represent p. And then if I add in 8, it will equal 18. So I'm missing a part here. And I know if I'm missing a part, I have to subtract the whole by the other part to get my missing. So I'll do 18 minus 8. And that's going to get me 10. So P equals 10. And now for my check, I have P plus 8 equals 18. And I'm going to substitute in 10 for P from right here. Plus 8 equals 18, and then I have 18 equals 18. So there's my check. So that's how I would show it. Algebraically for 2, and then with a tape diagram for 3. Now very quickly we'll take a look down at 6 because we have to identify the mistake. So identify the mistake in the problem below, then correct the mistake. So I'm going to solve this off to the side. That's the best way to do it, is to not look at any of the mistakes first, to solve it yourself. The only thing I'm going to glance at here is to see which way that they solved it, and I see that they're doing it horizontally. So I know when I subtract 21 from P, I have to add 21 to get back to my original value of P. And what I do to one side, I have to do to the other. So these two will allow P to be by itself, and then 34 plus 21 should get me 55. So now I'm going to look over and see what number 6 did so I can identify my issue. And I'm seeing right here in this section, first my answers don't match, so I'm going to go to the next line up and see the mistake here. And I see that they have P minus 21 minus 21. And that's where I'm seeing the mistake to be, is that they subtracted a 21. Again, they should have added, which means they subtracted 21 over here. So the mistake is that this person subtracted 21 when they should have added 21. So there's my explanation. The mistake is the person subtracted 21 to both sides when they should have added 21 to get the variable by itself, or isolate the variable. And then it says correct the mistake, and actually I did that right over here with my solving. I am going to go through and show the check just to make sure that I'm correct with it, because even though it doesn't ask for it, it's still good to show your check at all times. So I have to show 55 minus 21, and I see it's 34. And again, last time I checked, 34 equals 34, so looks like P does equal 55. Hope this helps, and good luck on the rest of your problem set.